sun slowly sank on the horizon, painting the Caribbean waters in shades of red and orange. It was Sudiksha's last night in Punta Cana, a dream trip before returning to the university routine. Along with her friends, she had enjoyed the luxury of the hotel, the white sandy beaches, and the endless parties. But that night, something was calling her to the sea. At 4:50 a.m., the hotel cameras captured Sudiksha and Joshua Ribe, a friend from the group, heading toward the beach. The breeze was warm, and the moon illuminated the ocean like an obsidian mirror. They ventured into the waters, feeling the soft caress of the waves. However, the current began pushing them with force. Joshua screamed, trying to swim back, but the waters seemed to have a life of their own. He struggled, clinging to the sand, while Sudiksha disappeared into the darkness of the sea. Her scream was cut off abruptly, as if something had dragged her into the depths. Joshua woke up several hours later, lying on the beach. His mind was foggy, his body covered in sand and salt. He looked around, expecting to see Sudiksha beside him, but the beach was empty. Alarmed, he ran to the hotel, waking up his friends and alerting security. The search began immediately. Authorities combed the coast, brought in helicopters and drones, but there was no trace of Sudiksha. The only thing they found was her neatly folded clothes on a beach chair, as if someone had placed them there meticulously. Then, the rumors started. Some local fishermen spoke of an old legend, the Bride of the Sea. They claimed that centuries ago, a young woman had been sacrificed to the waters by an indigenous tribe to calm the ocean's fury. Her spirit never found rest, and since then, every so often, the sea claims a young woman who walks alone on the beach late at night. Joshua, still in shock, began hearing whispers at night. His friends claimed they felt someone watching them from the shore, though they saw nothing when they looked. The hotel staff, uneasy, whispered that this was not the first time something like this had happened. Tourists had vanished before, and their bodies were never found. Days later, some guests reported seeing a figure walking along the shore at dawn, a female silhouette wrapped in a misty aura, with long, wet hair clinging to her face. They said her dress dripped salt water, leaving a trail of dampness in the sand that disappeared by sunrise. One night, Joshua couldn't take it anymore. He grabbed a flashlight and walked alone to the beach, determined to find some sign of his friend. The wind whispered her name. The sound of the waves turned into wails. Then he saw her. There in the distance, standing on the foamy shore, was Sudiksha. Her hair dripped with salt water, her eyes were hollow, and her pale skin reflected the moonlight. She extended a hand toward him with a chilling smile. "Joshua, come with me." The young man felt his body freeze. An unnatural cold gripped him. He knew something was wrong. He stepped back, but his feet sank into the wet sand. Suddenly, hands emerged from the earth, grabbing him tightly. A scream died in his throat as he felt himself being dragged toward the sea. The next morning, Joshua was found on the beach, trembling and with a vacant stare. He couldn't speak. He couldn't explain what he had seen. He only whispered over and over, "She's waiting for me. She's calling me." That same night, one of Sudiksha's friends, disturbed by what had happened, decided to investigate on her own. She searched records of similar disappearances and found terrifying patterns. All the victims were young women, foreigners, and their bodies were never recovered. An old chronicle spoke of an ancestral curse, an eternal tribute to the bride of the sea. Desperate, Sudiksha's friend decided to record the beach at dawn. She set up a camera on her balcony, overlooking the sea. When she reviewed the footage, her blood ran cold. At 4:50 a.m., the same time Sudiksha disappeared, the camera captured a figure slowly emerging from the water. It moved unnaturally, leaving a trail of dark water. It stopped in front of the hotel, lifted its face, and looked directly at the camera. It was Sudiksha's face. The video never went public. The friend, terrified, left Punta Cana the next day and never spoke of the incident again. From that night on, the legend of the Bride of the Sea grew stronger. Despite attempts to close the case as a simple drowning, those who know the story know the truth. The sea never returns those it chooses. Spring break is a time of fun and adventure, but also of unknown dangers. No matter how paradise-like a destination may seem, hidden threats always exist. Sudiksha's disappearance is a reminder that safety should always be a priority. If you travel with friends, never go alone to desolate places, especially at night. Always inform someone of your whereabouts. Avoid venturing into unknown waters and listen to the warnings of the locals. Sometimes, legends exist for a reason. Enjoy, but never let your guard down, because some stories start as a party and end as an unsolved mystery. If you enjoyed this chilling story and love uncovering terrifying mysteries, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more haunting tales to life. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. Who knows, you might save someone from making a fatal mistake. Stay safe, stay curious, and see you in the next horror story.